This is the third episode of this tutorial series on building a file converter in C++. Last time we created and implemented the image converter app, which allowed us to convert images. In this episode, we will be able to make a program that will allow us to convert videos to various formats. So let's get started. Now, like the image converter, even the video converter will be the same. So we will create a new file which will be called video_converter.cpp. We'll later create a header file. So we are going to include these things because this will be the same. We need the file system for the file configuration, and we will also configure some other things like hashtag include FFmpeg, and this is a for system function. Include algorithm, and this is for std transform. And finally, we will include cc type. And this is for std to lower. Like in the image converter, we are also going to create a namespace. Fs will equal std file system. And let's create a void video, or let's make it a main, and we will change it later. Before we get started, for video conversion and also later in another video audio converter, we will need the library FFmpeg. To install it in Linux, we simply go to run this command, sudo apt-get install FFmpeg, and run it. Type your password, and now it is installed because I have already installed it. Mac OS use this command brew install FFmpeg, and on Windows go to this link, so ffmpeg.org download.html. You could, of course, get an executable file or just download the source code. Choose your option. So let's get started with the code. So, like the image converter, even in the video converter, there are some steps that we need to go through for the program. The step 1 is to ask for the input video file name. Then we are going to ask for the output format. Then we are going to check if the input video file exists. We are going to convert the video to the desired format using FFmpeg. And then we are going to save the converted video. So let's start with the first step. We will declare a string, which will be called input file name. And we are going to std cout, enter the input video file name. So without path, but with extension. Oh no. All right. And now we are going to std cin. Okay, that's an error. All right. The input file name. Now we can go to the next step to ask for the output format. So let's create a string again, std string format. And now std cout, enter the format to convert to. And let's offer mp4, avi, mov, web movie, mkv, or mp3 if they want to convert, only keep the audio. And now let's std cin and we want the format. Now, before we go to check if to the third step, we need to convert these formats. So, however they have written them, we need to convert them to lowercase. And this is done through another way, like std transform format dot begin format dot end format dot begin and then to lower. Standard. Yeah. This is just one of the ways you could do that. So now we will check if the format the user has inputted is supported. So if format does not equal mp4 and format, okay, let's repeat this multiple times. So right, and let's change them to the appropriate format. So AVI, MOV, web movie, MKV, and MP3. The next step is to construct the full input file path. And the way to do that is by declaring std string input folder path. And this will equal to input underscore folder file. So this is the directory where we want our input folder path to be. Also, let's std string input file path. equals to the folder path plus input file name. Why is it? Anyway, now we want to check if the video exists inside of the directory. So to do that is if file system does not exist, and we want to check for the input file path. And if it does not exist, we are going to std see error the input video file does not exist in the input video file directory. Let's add actually this part needs to be here. So this is step 3. The directory, and we will continue with a std endline statement. So once we check that the file exists, we should start converting the video to the desired format. We need to construct the full output path. So std string output folder path will equal to output underscore file. Let's this is not correct. Now std string, and let's output file path. We're just going to declare it. Now, according to what what format they have chosen, it is going, the output file path is going to change. So if the format equals, let's start with 23, then output file path will equal to output folder path plus input file name, but with substr and 0 from input file name dot find underscore last underscore off this, and we will check for dot. And then we need to add plus and mp3. So if the format is mp3, the output file path will be output folder path plus the file name, but by subtracting from 0 to the last, so not included the dot, the extension part, just the name. This is just the name of the file, and plus dot mp3. Now we need to do this for every other format. So let's copy this format, and we're going to copy a couple of times. We can just make it some else here, and make this just format. But we need to add a dot plus dot. Now starts the part where we want to convert to the file, and this is going to be an if else. So if format equals web movie, we'll use the way we use the FFmpeg is like through cmd equals, so it will run commands FFmpeg and -1 plus input file path plus -c v lib vpx vp9 there's the a lib opus plus output file path. Now we need to do this for all the other formats, but we can choose a different approach. So let's do else if, and this is going to be for the mp3, and it changes here, I think. And or the and -c a lib mp3 lane, and this is not needed, and q a 2 and output here. And now else then we get a copy times it needs to be an I. Okay, and this needs to be here, and this part is not needed, so copy -ca and copy. Thus, these are specific of the FFmpeg library. So let's create the int result, which is going to equal to system cmd.c str now if the result does not equal 0, stdcr error failed to convert the video. std runtime. We can go to the final step, which is save the converted video. We have already saved it. We just need to print so the user understands it. Cout conversion completed, and saved as so output file path to display where it is saved, and std end line. So now the program is finished. We start by asking for the name of the video they want to convert with the extension. Then we ask the format they want to convert it to. Now the format that they have inputted is transformed to a lowercase, and then if the format is not okay, now we have a problem here. So if format, then I have forgotten to do this. So something should happen if the format is equal from none of these. std cr, let's say error unsupported output format. Let's say please choose from mp4. So this here. And let's std and line. So after we have checked if the format is one of these, then we are going to get the file path, the full file path. So it is going to be the directory name plus the file name. And then if the file does not exist, then we are going to see out an error message. Or we could continue with the next part of the code by preparing the output folder path, and the output file path is going to vary. So if it's mp3, it's going to be .mp3. If it is not, it's going to be .format. Now the step 4 is to convert the video through the FFmpeg and CM, and different formats have different commands, and then we have an else here for the other formats. And the result is going to be the cmd.cstr, and if the result does not equal 0, then it's going to be an error. And then if not, then it is just going to be skipped, and it is going to go to the part of the conversion completed. Let's make it capital, right? And let's build the program. So terminal, new terminal, G++, show, and now we want video converter and classes video converter .cpp, and let's include std C++17. Yes, okay. So std will equal C++17. We have an error. CMD is not declared in this scope. So it seems that we have forgotten to declare the CMD. So before here, we need to std string and cmd. Right. Save this terminal, new terminal, and okay, it was built successfully. Now let's run it. Video underscore converter. So enter the input video file name without path but with extension. So we see that it is running. Now let me get a video file. So we got the video file, which is just a loading screen. And now we are going to convert it. So terminal. So video.mp4 is the name of my file. So enter the format to convert to. Let's say I want to convert it to a MOV. And now, as we see, the FFmpeg runs some commands here, and it is converting every frame to the right format. Now if we go to the output, we have the video.mov. Okay, seems like PS does not support it. We're going to do this the old way. So output video.mov. So as we see, we have successfully converted it. Let's do this again. But now I want it as the web movie. So we get an error. It is saved, but let's see. Oh, I've inputted the wrong name. So video.mp4 and web movie. Now, as you see, it takes a little more time because the web movie is kind of it needs time to convert it to this format than other formats. So yes, now it's converted. Let's get to the Okay, we cannot open through. Here it is. And we see that it has converted all of the frames and everything. So now let's build the header file for these video converters so we can include it in the main.cpp. So inside the classes, let's build a new video underscore converter. Make sure that it has the same name as the cpp file.h. So let's start with if not video underscore converter underscore h and define the same thing here. Alright, and if alright, now we are going to include some libraries, and that only gets these three, or we can get all of these. It doesn't really matter. Let's rename int main to void video. So it's a function name. Let's also include this here. So, like this, and finally let's just declare void video. We just declare it, we write nothing. So now we got the header file. What we need to do is up here we need to include and video converter.h, and we also need to include it in the main file. But here it is going to be called video. So now that we have included it, we can use the video function. So instead of just cout video was converted, we can now use video function. So let's build in our new main. This is not needed anymore. We can delete it. Now let's just run the main terminal, new terminal. And let's use this command, but we are going to change it a bit. Actually, let's we will need this command actually, and this is already included. So let's include classes video converter.cpp. So it's the same command as the last command we used for the image converter, but now we also need to include the video converter I should change this .cpp. So let's run it. Oh, okay. Let's say cout the audio was converted. So now we should have no problem. It is being built, and we need to run it now. So main, what file you are going to convert. So let's say video, and now it is running the video converter.cpp. So enter the input video file name without path but with extension. So it is video.before, and let's say mkv. So as we see, it has BS does not support it. Let's go to mkv. We see that, okay. Oh, now if we run it again, it's say audio. It is just going to say that the audio was converted and we want to convert another file, which is because we have yet to write the video audio function. And if we say yes, I want to convert an image. Now it is going to ask for the image because it is running the image converter program. Now this is it for this video. See you in the next episode, where we will we'll learn how to convert the audio. Now, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to support this channel, and also comment your ideas and thoughts.